last night we had a brother over our house. His name is Sharif. Sharif's a Muslim. And I looked around the table, I said, oh man, Sharif's in trouble. But there was about 6 of us, and we all knew Jesus. Brother Steve handed him a knife, a little gift, and he opened it up and there was a knife in there. And so we were all like, wow, Steve, that was real nice, you know. Steve said, now, that gift is a free gift to you. I'm not saying exactly the way Steve said, but Steve used the giving of the gift to open up and talk about Jesus being the ultimate gift. Amen. What I'm saying here is Jesus now is tired. Are you tired? Are you going through something where the weight is you know, there's a lot of weight? Right now is the time where maybe the Holy Spirit can use you. And I can tell you right now, there have been times in my life when I was going through the fire, but because I held tightly to his garment, God used that predicament to be a blessing to somebody else. Yes. All right? Let us not, you know, this is very important right here to see that Jesus is using his situation to draw up a conversation. Now, if we notice the hour, we see the hour of the day in verse 6. It was the 6th hour. That's 12 o'clock during the day. Now we're learning something about the woman because women usually drew water in the morning. She's drawing in the afternoon because she really don't want to be seen. You know what I mean? Because her lifestyle, hallelujah, does not fit the protocol of the other ladies. But how do you know God will show up right on time? He's an on-time God. Hallelujah. All right? And so we see this woman here, and the disciples had gone to buy food. And in verse 9, the woman of Samaria said to him, how is it that you, being a Jew, ask a drink from me, being a Samaritan woman? For Jews have no dealings with Samaritans. In other words, what she was saying to me is, we ain't good enough for y'all to deal with, but I'm good enough to get you some water. That's really what she was kind of saying. And then in verses 16 to 18, that this Samaritan woman is bound by a way of life. We see that she's bound by a way of life, and it's left her thinking somewhat that she will never ever quench her thirst. Let's look at verses 16 to 18. Are you there? We're going to learn a little bit about her lifestyle. Jesus says, go call your husband to come here. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Jesus said to her, you have well said, I have no husband. For you have 5 husbands, and the one whom you are now have is not your husband. In that you spoke truth. That's what you call gracefully rebuking somebody. But here we see now the lifestyle of this woman. We see now that she has been stuck and bound in a way of life that has left her thirsty. She has been filling herself with men all her life, but yet she has been left thirsty. I've been put in situations in my life where I was bound to certain things, and I'm chasing these things, and as Jesus said earlier, that water there, you're going to thirst again. You're going to need to go back and get more. And I've had things in my life where I just continually, how many know what I'm talking about? Back before you knew Christ, you just were chasing these things around. Your lifestyle, whether it was alcohol, whether it was drugs, whether it was sex, whether it was, you know, just rebellion. You just continue to just chase these things over and over again, and yet you still came up empty. I thank God today that I found Jesus, that I have the Holy Spirit in me. I have been in situations where I thought I could not get enough, I could not get enough, I could not get enough. Aren't you glad you don't have to go that route anymore in this life? That all you need is just that well inside of you. I'm here to tell you, some of us right now, don't give up on the fact that God can't heal you from yesterday's pains and yesterday's hurts, because he can. Hallelujah. Some of us are still running toward that place of of self-pity, and we can't get enough of self-pity, and we can't get enough of feeling sorry for ourselves. And the Holy Spirit is saying, no. Drink from my well. Hallelujah. Drink from my well. Look what happens when this woman realizes who Jesus really is. Because what she's doing now is she's basically saying, okay, give me some of this water. Well, man, first of all, you don't even have anything to draw with. What Jesus was saying to her was, I not only want you to give me a drink, but I'm even willing to drink from your cup. This was a serious situation for a Jew to be doing this. She thinks Jesus really can satisfy her thirst and take away to where she never thirsts anymore. She doesn't realize who he really is until he calls her out about her lifestyle. Then she says, wow, I perceive that you are a prophet. And then in verse 25, the woman says to him, I know the Messiah is coming, who is called Christ. When he comes, he will tell us all things. Jesus said to her, I will speak to you am he. Now y'all notice in verse 28, look what she does. What does it say there? The woman what? Then left her water pot. Okay, so she went there because of thirst, because of the need of water. She carried the container for the water, but when she met the one who gives the living water, she left the container, but she no longer needed it, because when you have the living water, you're going to be satisfied completely. Do I have a witness in the house? She leaves her pot, went her way to the city, and said to the man, read that with me in verse 29, come see a man who told me all things I ever did. Could this be the Christ? Hallelujah. She leaves everything. She is, when you and I found Jesus, did we not leave it all there? In my teenage years, I played in a band. And I can't tell you that it's like Michael Jackson or Elvis, but I've been in a situation where there were girls screaming like crazy. I don't know if there was 100 or 2 girls. I've been in that predicament where the ultimate fame, and even though it's not on the level of true stars, I know what it is to have that popularity. It didn't do it for me. Y'all hear what I'm saying? I had a beautiful home at one time. My sister, those who've seen my home, I'm not bragging about the home, but this home was a beautiful home. The home didn't do it. I rode around in a Rolls Royce. And I can tell you stories of reactions and different things. And you know what, after a while, it was just a car. I used to love to smoke weed. I don't mind telling the young people that because God has delivered me from it. Amen. And I got up every day and I thought weed was the answer. Weed wasn't the answer. Everything I had tried in this lifetime, where I brought my container to the well to fill up and drink, did nothing for me. Hallelujah. None of it did anything for me. But then when I realized who Jesus was, when I realized that he was real, that he forgives, that he loves, all of a sudden, man, things really changed for me. You know why? Because all things were created by him, for him. We were created for God, not for these things that we're running after. We were created to worship and serve him. Hallelujah. And I'm so glad today that I am not in the danger of thirst. I only thirst and hunger for righteousness. And he has been a blessing in my life. Amen. Give God a praise for that.